Second.
Okay, it is 5:00 PM on Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. We'll call the Board of Works and Safety meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Weigel.
Here.
Daniel.
Here.
Smith, absent?
So minutes, I don't think we'll be able to pass.
No.
So we will table those till Lisa gets back, since I was gone at the last meeting. So we're gonna move, actually, we're gonna jump ahead to the encroachment agreement, or agreements, if you will. So the first one up is 223 West Van Buren Street. You wanna come on up?
Yep.
Thanks, Wes. I need name and address, please.
My name,
Yes, please.
Weston B. Davison, 4875 North State Road 9, Columbus City, Indiana, 4675.
Okay. And you are here for the 223 West Van Buren Street?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And talk about your encroachment.
So the sign that I want to hang up there is, I want to place it on the existing pole that was there that the Nook was using for their sign.
Mm-hmm.
And I brought, I don't know if any of you have this or not, but I brought a diagram of the sign with the depth, width, and all that. You got it?
Yep, we got it. Yep.
I don't think the 8 inches of depth is on there, but that's how.
Oh, it's,
the design.
okay. Okay. So how does your sign compare to the Nook sign? It's same dimensions, or is that what you?
Mine is, let's see, it's 6 feet and 7 inches long. I'm not sure how long theirs was, but it's, the sign that I want to hang on there is a little bit shorter than the pole that's up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So this is basically aerial encroachment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. You have any concerns about that?
No.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve the encroachment agreement for 223 West Van Buren Street as presented.
Second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion. All those in favor show the usual sign. It is unanimous. Thanks, Wes.
Sweet. Quick question.
Yes?
Do I need to reschedule for the rite of passage on seating out front?
No. No. Do you want to have that conversation today? Is that what you're asking?
I wrote a little
Okay.
diagram of it.
Okay, that's fine. While you're here, we might as well do it. Sure.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll save you the time.
Sure.
But before that, Rosie, tell him what he needs to do next on the encroachment.
Okay, I will get this back to the planning tomorrow morning,
Okay.
and then you just go back over there and get everything finished.
Cool. I have plans to be over there by 11:15 tomorrow morning. Is that okay?
Yeah, you can take it with you if you want to stop back and get it.
Okay.
I mean, no, I'll have it over there first thing.
Okay, cool. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Okay, go ahead and talk to us about seating.
So basically, Leanne has agreed to let me set tables in front of the salon side of the building as well,
Okay,
which will allow me to have 8 two-tops out front,
okay,
with two two-tops in front of each storefront, and then the well over 3 feet of passage in between, and then 2 more two-tops. So basically 4 two-tops in front of each storefront with the right of passage in between the sets of tables. I brought a diagram for it if you'd like.
okay. Try to open up. And, okay, thanks. And how much passage is in between the two sets?
On the diagram, I have 3 feet there, but I'm almost positive there's gonna be more than that.
Okay,
Because the width of the two tops is only 24 inches.
gotcha.
Or, but the width is 30 inches, but the depth, which impedes on the right of passage, is only 24 inches.
Okay, so the tables are how many feet? Wide?
The tables are, you're sitting at the two tops, long ways with the sidewalk this way. They're 24 inches from the building out, and then they'd be 24 inches from that end of the sidewalk in, and that leaves well over 3 feet.
So you got basically 4 feet of table. If they're 24 wide, you got 4 feet of table. So that's gonna go over the brick? Is some of the tables gonna go over the brick then? Because
This
that's,
brick strip that's going through
The
there.
brick
that's
strip
pretty
that's along
narrow.
the edge of the sidewalk?
Yeah.
Quite possibly.
so,
Wait, and,
so you're gonna be in front of the salon as well?
Yes, that's what he said.
Yeah.
He's gotten permission from the property owner both to put in front of the salon. And then okay, so there's the bike rack.
I can give you the exact, I can go back and measurement and get a reschedule with VFW if you like on that, because I'm still
Well, I guess
a
I'm
month
just,
out from opening.
Okay.
you got 4 feet of table, plus, I don't know, that looks pretty narrow in there.
Well,
Unless he's going over the sidewalk, but then, or the brick, but then you got the cars that go over the front of that brick also. When you got some of your trucks or vehicles that go over that, so you gotta take that into consideration too. I would like, for me personally, I'd like to see how that would actually fit in there. I see we got a couple other, buildings that's got a couple tables out there also, but
yeah, in the Google Maps, Joanne, you had a table with 2 chairs out in front. I don't know how long ago that was. Is that pretty consistent? Not to put you on the spot, but,
No, you're fine. I don't leave it out there in the winter time.
yeah, but usually during the summer, you do leave that out there? Okay. And that's not a 4-foot table by any means?
no,
No, I like
it's just
2 or
a
3.
small circular.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think it's a great idea, I just wanna make sure we got space in.
Absolutely.
yeah, ADA accessibility is really my main point, so. Tom, do you have something to add?
Yeah, just a couple of concerns on that. I think Dan was touching on it with bumper overhang encroaching in on that sidewalk. And then number 2, we've had several cars go and hit buildings up there. They go over the curb.
Mm-hmm.
And you were talking about putting people out there on a constant, or a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Bollards?
Something that maybe the concrete slab or the concrete little bumper things or something out there to protect, so. Yeah, so maybe, well, that's what I guess I would ask is maybe think through that, about cars jumping the curb, because it does happen. And then also, I would like to know specifically about that distance there in the middle, just,
Okay. What's the distance from the building to the sidewalk?
I don't understand what your question is. To the
From-
street, you
from the
mean?
building to the edge of the sidewalk.
Good question. I can
More than
probably,
10 foot.
it's what?
It's more than 10 foot.
More than 10
Then
foot?
there should be substantial amount of space to do that.
I was just sitting here talking with Gary, and then you're also gonna have people, if you make it too tight right there, they're gonna stop short, and it's already tighter, and you know what, out there, going down through the lanes.
Oh, yeah.
And
No, I get it.
Vehicles are gonna be hanging out in the lanes even more. I would throw to caution.
Yeah.
I mean, without taking measurements, I could see the 4 tables up behind the building, maybe it could work, you know, instead of 8 tables. I know that you're looking for numbers to seat, I get that. but,
Absolutely.
I'm just, like I say, why don't we get some measurements? And,
Yeah, I mean, ultimately,
I'm sorry to interrupt, but if there's 10 feet or greater, there's only 4 feet of table width taken up on 10 feet.
because
so
it's
that
2
would
and
be
2?
6 feet.
right.
It's 2 and 2,
But,
right?
my concern is from the brick end. Let's look at the brick
Yeah.
end, because that's right where them cars and go into that sidewalk.
Well, so we're looking at Google Maps right now, just for the
Right.
record, or Google Earth, and I'm gonna look from this perspective, this vantage point. But, so you got, what, maybe 1/4 foot there, 1/2 foot there, Doug?
Some of them,
I'll be happy with
So-
whatever's allowed to me. I just
Yeah.
really maximize the seat capacity and stuff.
basically,
Yeah.
you know, they're not gonna hit the light poles, or could be, you know, but
They have,
that's why.
But they have.
they have. Right at that same
So-
location.
So I guess 2 things I would like to know, okay, so if looking at brick in will give you space that kind of protects from getting bumped by bumpers, right? The other suggestion would be is that, is consideration of the concrete bumpers that would ensure that no one's going to be nipped, if you will, if they're sitting there eating, kind of a
You need
thing.
the 3 feet of passage, right?
I don't know what ADA specifically says. I think is it 3 foot or is it more than that? I'm not sure. It's gotta be wide enough, obviously, for a wheelchair to get down
Wheelchairs
easily,
are 3 feet
which,
as
yeah.
far as code regulations.
So, which Mike? Mike Cook?
No.
Mike Shoda? Oh,
I said sidewalks for ADA is supposed to be 5 foot.
so is that clearance is what you're asking?
Yeah, I don't
know.
know, I was meaning if the sidewalk might, gotta be 5 foot, what's,
So if I go down to pickles that we have allowed,
Right.
there, But again, the reason for that, if I remember correctly, as I'm looking at it, a part of the reason why that was okay was because it was up against the building and it left all the brick walk ability. So I think if you were to put me on the spot now, I would say I'm perfectly fine with the 4 tables that are up against the building. It's the 4 tables that are not, that are up against the street that I would be a little cautious of personally. So, but if you come back and you show us evidence it's not gonna be a problem, we certainly, I think we'd be willing to take that back under consideration, Liz.
Okay.
So, is that fair?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that help at least with figuring out, kind of navigating at the moment?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Cool. Okay, thanks, sir. Appreciate it. Yep, thank you.
So are you proving any of it?
Well, I think, I think we're, I guess, generally approving the 4 that are up against the, do you want me to make a motion? Okay.
I think you
I'll make a
probably-
motion that we approve the 4 proposed tables up against Chibo and the Salon. They're on West Van Buren Street for now.
No second.
Motion seconded for the discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign. It's unanimous. There you go. Now you have something for the record. Okay, next up is 1277 East Pebble Creek Run. Paul's back.
I'm back.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Name and address, please.
Sure. Paul Sobel. Project address is 1277 Pebble Creek Run, Columbia City.
Okay. And what progress have we made since the last time?
I actually called 811,
Okay.
figured out where all the wires are and stuff like that. The only thing that's running back in the easement is just the electrical.
Okay.
That's running where the tree line, where there's a couple trees and stuff. But we're looking to go past that. So it's gonna be at least 3 feet from the electrical line.
Gotcha.
So we're looking to go, we're gonna go with Lowe's. I don't have the,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the energy anymore.
Put up a fence.
Oh, wait, I was going to, I was like, forget it. So we're looking at going with Lowe's.
Okay.
We made the payment, they measured and all that stuff. So we're looking at going from the house, corner of our house, the northwest corner of our house,
Mm-hmm.
straight on back, which is inside everybody's lines. We're gonna go past the bill line, and I'm asking up to an inch of the property line, but I'll probably leave space like a mowing, so just a strip of mowing or something like that. The neighbor behind us is really nice yesterday.
Yeah, because if I remember, I requested you to call RMC to see if they had any power going on in there, and if we extended into the road right away, then we'd have to get what's the word? To get permission to get into that right away.
Like an easement?
Yeah, well, he's
Or-
if he's into that.
He's in the
right-of-way.
easement, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get a variance?
A variance.
Oh, a variance from the-
Variance
from the-
for that, if he was gonna go in there, because what happened was,
Yeah.
you said you had a neighbor that had a fence that went into that, and I checked that out, and he did get a variance for that fence to put in there.
Variance to go backwards also, to go to that area, because I would thought that was just an encroachment agreement for that part.
To go back to the,
You go back to your property line.
to the
I thought
northwest
that which
there?
goes in, going north, he goes back into that, he's going up there next to his property line, which goes into that easement, which is REMC, and he's got a shed in there already,
Right.
but
But I think that's what-
Shed's got an approval.
But if he goes east, like he's got drawn here, there's a gas line and
Right, once I do have a variance meeting.
he's
going
10
to
feet off the
December 3rd.
Oh,
sidewalk.
okay. Did you hear that?
What?
He has a variance meeting he's going to.
Oh,
On when?
December 3rd.
December 3rd.
But that's just to go east of the building.
East, right.
Exactly.
Yes,
Right,
that's
right,
correct.
right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because ultimately what we're approving tonight is that he's encroaching on that back part,
Correct.
not on the side part. That's the bit where the variance comes in
Right,
place.
so
Okay.
20
That makes
foot-
sense.
Yeah,
20
yeah, yeah.
foot.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you properly.
No, I
Okay.
don't, no, I think that's good, because I don't know that we knew about the variance piece, so that actually, I think, clears up the big issue that we had the last time, so.
As long as RMC and them's okay with
Yeah.
that.
And again, I'll tell you this, you've heard this probably, but I'll tell you the same thing we tell our people, which is not what RMC says maybe, or maybe it is. But if for some reason they do have to get back into their easement, they'll remove stuff and it's at your cost to replace it, or repair it, if you will. We try to do really easy with, trying to take care of it easily and not not a problem, but,
Totally understand.
Yep.
The plan is to put a 10-foot gate
mm,
on the street side.
Yep.
Where they could enter easily
Yeah.
to the thing too. It'd actually be south of the south of the easement line.
okay,
So,
yes.
so they won't have to remove the gate at all.
Gotcha.
But they could come into the gate, and if they have to move slats, I totally understand. that
I
they would
see,
do that.
I see what you're saying, okay.
Okay,
You good?
yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Thanks
Yeah.
for doing.
So I'll make a motion that we approve the encroachment agreement for 1277 East Pebble Creek Run. And maybe I'll add that that's assuming that you're getting the variance.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If I don't get the variance,
I figured you probably, yeah, that's, okay. So that's my motion. Is that clear enough? Okay.
Second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous.
Thanks.
All right, thanks for the-
Same thing as we will get it over the planning building department. You can follow back up with them.
Yeah, I know that we both have, we have to sign quite a bit. I'm not in a hurry, it's December 3rd, so I got.
You got time. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Yep,
Great.
yep.
Thank you.
Okay, next up is the encroachment agreement for 250 South Eagle Glen Trail. Ed, come on up. Name and address, please.
I'm Walter, 850 South Eagle Country.
Okay, tell us what you plan to do.
Looking to put a backyard fence in, and the way we have it set up, you're on the edge of the easement and runs down through the center of the yard.
Gotcha.
Right? Do you have,
Yes, we have that. Yes, we have that. So yeah, you're barely into the easement, it looks like, as I can see. Right, because those orange lines are the easement, is it not?
yeah,
Yeah, so you're barely into the easement on that part. Utilities, issues that we can think of or know about? No? See a lot of shaking of heads, so my guess is no. Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay. I'll say the same thing I just said, which is, well, I guess we should probably approve it. So I'll make a motion, we approve the the encroachment agreement for 250 South Eagle Glen Trail is presented.
Second.
Motion seconded for the discussion. All those in favor should be the usual sign. It is unanimous. So we'll get it signed, we'll get it over to the planning building department. And the thing I'll say, that I just said, which is, if for some reason we do have to get back into our easement, if we have time, we will notify you in advance. If it's an emergency, we'll try to get in touch with you. If not, we'll take the fence down as gently as we can, and it'll be up to you to replace it.
yeah, it's all good.
Okay, great, thank you.
I need to do anything different?
So I think, like I said, we get it back over to the planning and building department, and I don't,
And they go there.
and then you go over there, and they help you with that one. Cool. Thank you. See you later. Thank you.
See you.
Okay, let's see. Joanne, are you here for parking space closing?
I am.
Okay, we'll do that next, since you're here, and I'll save you time. So, next up is the parking space closing for South Line Street. Come on up. Are you here to present for them, or are you just here to listen?
There's the VFW meeting.
Oh, okay, so you are here to present for them?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, come on up. This is, let's see here, Dan, that is page, what, of the packet? That is page 35 of the packet, it looks like.
Right here.
So this is for November 29th, the lighted Christmas parade, lighted holiday parade, whatever. So, Christmas parade.
Sorry,
Is this specifically a Christmas parade?
I'm calling it.
Well, that's fine. I get you. I understand. I understand why you're calling it. I'm just saying. Okay, so is Rocky Top Flare, they're working in conjunction with you or no? Yes.
I
Okay,
invited them to sit up on that corner to
gotcha.
get people there, watching the parade and
Okay,
they're accessing us to local food.
okay. And they're gonna be bending to the sidewalk side, okay? And so we'll just have to make sure that they get their food truck permit from Rosie.
They already did.
They already did? Okay, cool.
They're just waiting on us.
On this.
I think the only question was, I guess Tom already looked at it, so, because she said there was a fire hydrant right
Yeah.
there.
Looks like they moved down,
Yeah.
just try to stay out, from not being out in front of the
Stay
fire
away from
hydrant.
the hydrant.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? On the map, it shows that,
I'm
So start like in the parking space, not on the one area.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And my understanding is that they're gonna, my understanding, I think, is that they're gonna park that trailer and they're gonna drive their truck away, so we continue to open up some more spaces.
Oh, gotcha. So they'll drop the trailer off, people will park there, then they'll come pick their trailer up when they're done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in today. She said she really wasn't sure how many spaces it'd take, but it's only 18 feet long.
Is that 2 or 3,
Should be
maybe?
like 2 then,
Yeah.
probably
They're calling
2.
for 5 parking
Because
spaces.
they're probably like 10
So
foot
she went
spaces.
ahead and got 5 just to make
Okay.
sure, and then,
So I think if we approve maybe 3, maximum of 3
She has to
spaces?
have room. She has to have enough closed off that she can get in and park it.
Yeah, to get it in
Yeah.
and out.
Yeah, I
So
get
she
that.
doesn't show up, and then it's like, there's only 2 spaces, and you
Yeah.
can't even get it in there.
I mean, I
And
get
then
that.
you open 'em.
Well, so that's my question is so it's fine if, I mean, okay, so you're saying to start off closing 5 parking spaces, but then you can reopen maybe 2 or 3 of those?
Yeah, because there's just gonna be cones there to
Yeah.
close them.
So then the challenge would be
She gets in
is
there and then
if they
puts-
come to get the trailer, then,
Yeah,
you see what I'm
it
saying?
kinda holds off the parade, so.
okay. Tom, you good? I see you frantically looking at your cell phone, so I'm just trying to.
He's on Facebook.
Oh, he's up there.
No, he's not.
Yeah, as long as you give us room to hook up to our hydrant.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, based on the drawn map, it appears to me that they are leaving you space to hook up, so. Because they're not in the crossed space, the checked space, they're only in the parking, so. Okay. You have any issues?
No.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we approve the Rocky Top Flare food truck for, I guess, as presented for a maximum of 5 parking spaces.
Second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion. All those in favor show the usual sign. It's unanimous. Okay, thanks, Joanne.
Of course.
Okay. Marcia, if I give you that?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go back up to number 2 on the agenda, which is the Blue River Trail Extension, the notice of award. So again, at the last Board of Works meeting, you approved the Pulver asphalt paving bid for the Blue River Trail South extension. And so now we have notice of award, which is different than notice to proceed, right?
I'm really confused on this, but
Okay. Because we have the notice of award and then we have the agreement,
It's different.
so.
yeah, I don't.
Okay. Any questions, comments, concerns about this?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'll make a motion we approve the notice of award to Pulver Asphalt Paving for the Blue River Trail South project, number NLT 3-04.
Second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous. Next up is the agreement between the owner and contractor for construction contract. Marcia, you have any issues?
I do.
Okay.
But just one.
Okay.
That can be taken care of. But they need the one thing I think, at least I didn't see it, was the E-Verify, which is required by law. So at a
Okay.
minimum, they can do an affidavit for that, but we've got to require that. The E-Verify.
E-Verify.
okay. And it may be in here because I didn't put everything in there.
So this, well, but they do have the non-discrimination, so I wasn't, but also I don't have the general conditions, so hopefully somebody has reviewed those. So could have been in general conditions or something and I just didn't get it.
Well, this whole thing is part of that.
Is that the general conditions in here?
It's got it.
I would be surprised if E-Verify is a part of that, but it could be. Anyway, the point being is we got to have E-Verify.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Do you want me to give you some time to look for that? Or do you think it probably?
Well, I think it'd be unusual.
I don't know if E-Verify would.
I don't know, yeah, I don't either.
Can, so do we need to write that into the contract or do?
Well,
or-
like I've done an affidavit.
Okay.
We could just say, including the requirement to execute the E-Verify affidavit.
Okay.
And I can prepare one. I mean, I have prepared those in the past, so it'd be easy for me to get that around.
Okay.
But that's, like I said, that's the main thing, because I hadn't looked at the general conditions.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'll make a motion that we approve the agreement between the owner and contractor for construction contract with Pulver Asphalt Paving with the caveat that they, that they
Complete-
submit a E-Verify
Affidavit.
affidavit.
Second.
Motion seconded, further discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign, it is unanimous.
Figure out. No.
Okay. Next up is street closing for Old Settlers Days, which is on page 29 of the packet. Oh, gotcha. Any questions, comments, concerns from the department heads about the Old Settlers Day days? Street closure?
It's the same as always.
I think it is, so.
So it's,
Tom, you okay? Don't answer that question.
Yeah.
but it's the same as every year.
Yeah, I think it is the same.
We're good.
So the biggest thing is yeah, just making sure, so 10 PM on the 15th is Sunday, so close the streets at 10 PM. I think, the biggest question usually is where they're gonna stage the trucks between where they're coming from and coming to Columbia City until they're actually able to get into and set up downtown.
Right.
So, Gary's left, so I don't know that.
He left on purpose.
Yeah, probably.
I think, don't we usually, when we meet with them in the spring?
Yeah, they usually try to tell
Figure
us
it out.
where they're at, so. Make a motion, we approve Old Settlers Day street closing permit as presented.
Second.
Motion seconded, further discussion. All those in favor for the usual sign, it is unanimous. Next up is the S&S directional boring, pay request number 3. Mike?
That's exactly as pay request number 3. Fourth mains, both fourth mains are in, right up to the stations, ready to be hooked up once the pump part is done. Main Street has one new pump in it, it's still in its 1-week test period. They didn't want to tear it all apart at one time and put the new stuff in until they made sure that everything was working correctly. As far as I know, not had any issues with that, so I look for them either next week or later this week or probably next week to install the second one and go from there. Then once all the pumps are in, running, been through their test period, then they will connect the forest mains. So that's my recommendation. The board approved the pay request number 3 as presented in the amount of $645,520. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. $525 and 13 cents.
I will make that motion to approve based on Mike's recommendation for owner's project number 14090 in the amount of $645,525.13.
Second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion. All those in favor, show with the usual sign. It is unanimous. Next up is Westgate subdivision roadway reconstruction, change order number 1. Chip.
I'm sorry. Wait, Westgate?
Westgate?
Yes, this is, sorry,
Change
this
order
is,
number 1.
we came in under budget, and so I'm believing correctly, right?
Yep.
Yes. So this is just reflects the cost savings that Pulvers and everybody else agreed upon. So,
Okay, so I'll make a motion that we approve change order number 1 for the Westgate subdivision roadway reconstruction project with DES number 2301372, with a decrease in the amount of $35,144.31.
Second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous. Does that handle both? That's change, oh, then we have our pay request. I'm sorry, I'm getting
the
them
final,
confused.
yes, the
Sorry.
final payout.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we approve, oh, sorry, talk about pay request number 4. This is just both the final pay request for both the city's portion and for the community crossings portion, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve pay request number 4 for the Westgate subdivision reconstruction phase 2 project in the amount of $23,619.63.
Second.
Motion second. Further discussion? All those,
I'm sorry, this is only for the cities,
yes.
not, this other one is the.
Yeah, I'm just taking pay, so that's pay request number 4,
Right,
and then I'll do pay request 7 next,
yeah,
right?
that's for the grant, this is.
Okay, so that's, okay, so motion and second. Further discussion? All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous. Next up is pay request number 7. I will make a motion, we approve pay request number 7 for the Westgate subdivision roadway reconstruction phase 2 project in the amount of $76,787.27.
Second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous. Before we go conflict of interest disclosure, I have to ask Marcia, put you on the spot here, because the conflict of interest is for my aunt. Am I allowed to vote on this? I have no financial interest in the deal.
She's on, that's the one, she's on, Plank Street.
Yeah, the issue is whether you can vote on it.
That's
I don't
my
really have a
question.
problem with it.
Because again, I have no financial interest in the matter, but she is family. Full disclosure to everybody.
Well,
And if so, if I can't vote on it, or I shouldn't vote on it, then we can delay it 2 weeks.
well, dependent is spouse, child, stepchild, or adoptee. So I
None
would
of
say,
which. Right, okay. You have any concerns about
No,
the
sir.
conflict of interest statement?
Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion, we approve the conflict of interest disclosure statement for Janice Daniel as presented.
Second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous. Bills.
Since I wasn't totally ready to go, Rosie took care of me, like she always does. Bills presented for November 12th in the amount of $760, I make a motion. We pay the bills for November 12th, $766,386.12.
I will second that motion. Further discussion? All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous.
I'll make a motion that we pay the bills of EFT November 12th in the amount of $390,671.39.
I'll second. Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous.
I make a motion that we pay meter deposits in the amount of $4,194.42.
I'll second. Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous.
I make a motion that we do pay the payroll of October 23rd in the amount of $277,438.80 plus overtime of $7,411.97.
For a total of $284,850.77.
Whatever that comes up to.
I'll second
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous.
And I'll make a motion that we pay payroll November 6th for an amount of $274,871.24 plus overtime of $9,732.70. I don't have a computer. Okay, there we go. And the total amount being $284,603.94.
I'll second. Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous. Chip?
I'm just right now emailing to find out what the start date is, what they're possibly starting for the Blue River Trail. Last week, there was some miscommunication between Hunger and the city and Schenkel, everybody on how they wanted the skate park left. So TE Construction was in and did some recutting and grading for the skate park. Hopefully that is good, and that'll be coming in, they should be coming in 1st of December. Test kitchen's moving along very quickly. We're hoping to have it open up by Christmas to do some cookie decorating contests and what's not. But other than that, I've got nothing else.
Questions of Chip?
No, sir.
Thank you. Sean?
So we continue pole replacement of all the poles that tested, that failed inspection a couple of months ago. So I think we did another 7 or 8 in the last 2 weeks. So they're really moving along on that well. I am slowly starting to get back into updating our terms of service and conditions. There's a lot of things in here that aren't applicable to us. There are actually areas that say insert utility name here still in ours.
Oh, well, that's helpful.
Yes. So, so we're working on updating. That's going to be a several month period because some of the things I'm looking to change are, things like offering meter bases to customers. No one does that anymore. So just things like that that'll simplify and make our jobs better and make it better for the customer. So we're working on that. We did have a trailer that I have to look at probably replacing. So what we're using it for, it's not weighted, it's not weight rated for that, so it's got some damage to it. So I'm looking at getting some quotes on a trailer that's built for the equipment that we actually haul with it. So we'll get, hopefully in a couple of weeks I'll have those quotes. We did a bore on North Street, the new church the church on the corner there, Main and North, that I always forget the name of, is
Zion.
Zion is doing some major repairs, so we took this opportunity to bury those wires that go right through the middle of the trees through there. So hopefully that helps with outages in that area. We did get the fiber delivered and installed to the test kitchen, or whatever you guys are calling that now.
Shared.
Thank you. The shared kitchen, I know it's landed in the building, I believe, but we just have to terminate it on the pole still, so moving along on that. We did get another solar inspection done. He's really, really eager to get this in and approved before the first of the year for some reason.
Curious?
Yeah, so, because he did say that he has to get his federal money back before the first of the year, so.
Probably more specifically January 20th.
Yes. So anyway, I have to do an inspection on that. It looks like a really well put together solar array. It'll be fine. It's just not as profitable as the salespeople are saying.
Of course.
And so anyway, I've been trying to work with a few of us up here on this new Indiana 811 law change. Beginning January 1, all member utilities must report a positive response to the 811 software when we do a locate. So now we have to go into their program and fill out some paperwork and things. The electric department, we're already up and going. We started doing them today just to kind of as a trial, but everybody's got to be up and doing it by the first of the month. So we've got a few options what we can do. We can teach everybody to do it. We can have one person do them for everyone, which would be a lot of work, or we can hire one full-time locator to do all the locates. So we have options. So we're going to go here in the next couple of weeks to sit down and talk with the other department heads on what direction we want to go on that. And then I guess with the mayor, gave me permission last meeting, but I did have my IMPA Board of Commissioners meeting 2 weeks ago where we announced the rate study for 2025. Beginning January 1, you will see a reduction in rates from IMPA by 5%, which isn't happening anywhere right now. So great work by them, keeping our energy affordable. As affordable as they can. And with this political climate, things are going to change real quick right now. So
But that's really the purchase power cost, right?
Yep.
That's what's being passed down.
correct.
Is that
The cost of purchase power is being decreased by 5%. We're going to pass that straight through to the customer. So they will see a decrease in their utility or electric bill anyway.
From what they have right now.
Yep, from what they are right now. So, other than that, just day-to-day stuff.
Great, questions? Thank you. Mike Chota.
We're moving ahead with the letters, the 2 letters going out to the people that, the ones that have lead and the ones that possibly have lead. Those letters are going out. The mayor is also sending a letter out explaining that our water is safe.
Yep.
And if there's nothing wrong with that, you know, and that's about it, trying now to get that all taken care of.
Yep, and I'll say this during council as well, but you need to be aware that we are mandated by IDEM and the EPA to send out letters because there's lead lines in our system. That letter that is mandated by the federal government for us to send out is, I would say, scary, gives worst case scenario, and frankly, it literally, the vast majority, if not all of it, does not pertain to our residents. But we are mandated to send it out. So I've made the executive decision that we're going to send out a second letter to all customers because you know as well as I do, the customers that get the letter will be asking their neighbors if they got the letter. And so I've made the executive decision, we're gonna send out a letter from me and Mike to all of our customers to basically say, I need you to understand that that letter was a mandate and that our water is safe and there is no hazard or no threat posed to any of our customers. Because as I read that letter, I was like, this is gonna go really bad. Because if I lived in Flint, then it's a letter I should get. If I live in Columbia City, it does not pertain to me. But we're still mandated to send it out. So if I get heat from the feds or the state about it, then I'm willing to take that heat, but it's a hill I'm willing to die on. Because it's absolutely ridiculous. And that's all I'll say about it, but just so you're aware, if you hear about a scary letter that's being sent out, it is mandated. And if you hear about a letter from the mayor, it is not mandated, but I think it's important for our customers to know what the truth is of the matter. And frankly, I don't think the letter we're sending out that's mandated is the truth. So, that's all I'll say about that tonight. Anything else for Mike?
No, sir.
Thank you. Matt?
All the foundations on Field 2 are poured, and block was started to be put onto one of them. On Thursday, Eagle Park looks like it might be growing some grass in spots. Melinda and Andrea are in the process of planning the father-daughter dance already. I went to IPRA last week, got some good contacts, and also found out some do's and don'ts for dog parks.
Okay.
And the ice rink was put out, and they started placing it this morning. And I'm meeting with Musco Lighting tomorrow to see what it'll take to finish Field 4. And I reached out to an inspector that Chip gave me to see if, to make sure that DeVol Tunnel is still safe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sound and safe.
Yep. And that's it.
Questions, Matt? Thank you. Mike?
Still waiting on the quote for the dice store. I checked on that today. They're waiting on the company that does the install, which I believe is probably Titan Contracting out of Kentucky. CSO update, I reached out to United and I've got a task back from them on that. I still need to do some review to it because I think I can cut down some of it. That I'm not sure that we need all of it, but what they sent was pretty thorough. So
Yeah.
hopefully they'll be happy with it.
They
and
mean
then-
IDEM.
Yes.
Yes.
They are not happy that, that we have some outfalls of the way that we go about when they check them during rain events. They think they need to have meters on them. I'm going to explain to them that that's gonna have to be a later process because I don't have money to put meters on them right now. I've got more important things to do. Came in this morning and was notified that our one and only mixer in our sludge tank, that 4-inch 4x4 stainless steel guide rail is broken on that one. So, reached out to Xylem today to have them come in and assess it and see what repair is gonna be, because I don't think we're gonna have the money for what we wanna do on there. We're gonna have to engage an engineer and probably go for some outside funding and stuff like that, and I just don't have time for that right now. I'd still like to do that, but I guess I just have to do a quick fix right now unless my guys come up with a plan on how to fix it once they know everything.
Yep.
Which wouldn't surprise me if they do. That's all I've got right now. That's enough. A lot of things to spend a lot of money on right now, unfortunately, so.
Yeah, things that you're mandated to, or things that are past useful life.
Yeah,
So-
those mixers, they were installed, we were trying to figure that up today. I think that was probably 2007 when they first came in. So they've been running and vibrating, around the clock since then. So, I mean, and the one broke a couple weeks ago, so it doesn't surprise me that the other one's broken now. So,
So 17
But-
years.
yeah, I was hoping it was gonna hang on a little longer until I got at least one of them fixed, and then, but
Gotcha. Question, Mike?
we'll survive.
Yeah. Thank you. Gary?
All right, Austin Sturgis is in the FTO process and doing very well. Pleased with his knowledge and what he's learning there, so he's doing good. So, received full recommendations from Public Safety Medical for both Jeff Ewing and Jamal Smith. Their paperwork has been sent down to the state for state perf board approval. Officer Fuller, Lewis Fuller, is excited. He's starting on Monday, November 18th. His hire date was the 16th, but that's the start of our pay period.
Yep.
Justin Cornejo has resigned as of November 6th, so I requested I fill his position sometime after the first year if I can have permission to do that.
Yep. Yeah,
All right.
to replace.
Veterans Marathon went well, no issues there. Received our new computers, which should last us for several years. Dispatch will be replacing the tabletop on Thursday, which is covered under warranty, so that's always a good thing. Also, the new hires in dispatch are doing great and catching on well.
Great. Questions?
No, sir.
Were you okay with Old Settlers? Because we passed it while you were gone.
Yes,
Okay, because
Also-
coming at 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. that night on Sunday.
yes, that's a little
Okay,
bit
go
better.
ahead.
Yep, yep. Also, the railroad thing last week was a little bit of a mess. We didn't get any notice from anybody on
At all.
that. I know the city didn't either. So we powered through it, and I think people were pleased at the end, but, I mean, they are a lot smoother and better, but
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah.
little bit of a nightmare for that week.
Yeah. Appreciate you really ensuring that the railroad contractor understood the concerns of the city.
Right.
Thank you. Nothing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Tom?
102 is back in service and doing good. It ended up being a little control panel on the pump panel, or control gauge on the pump panel. It passed the pump test and everything, so we're glad to have that back. Our breathing air compressor is up and running again, and 105, the new 105 is in service. It was replaced with an Enterprise rent-a-car truck.
Lease car, but yeah.
Leased vehicle,
Yeah.
which I gotta tell you is, for us, is been doing pretty well. The old 105 was picked up yesterday. That vehicle is going to auction, and it needs to go away.
As quickly as possible.
Yes.
So Godspeed to whoever buys that piece of equipment.
Yes, equipment was a good way to put it. 101 has a small plumbing leak. Adam's gonna take a look at it first thing in the morning. It's not gonna take a whole lot to get that up and going. Everything's going pretty good. The only hiccup we really had was with the Veterans Marathon. We had a lot of runs that morning.
Yes.
Yeah, just-
Every time I turned around, the sirens are going. I was like, what is going on today?
One of the concerning things that I think needs to be addressed before next year is we had a wreck, the ambulance was coming in, and the ambulance got stopped for runners. And that is not a
Oh.
cool thing in my head.
Gotcha.
When you've got,
Yeah.
they held them up so the runners could clear the intersections, and they were pretty far apart. I think I got some mixed feelings on that.
Yeah, I hear you. That makes sense.
So-
Lives and safety come first before running times, sorry, but that's just how it is. That's actually part of the issue with running on streets, just that's part of it, so, yeah, I hear you.
And then Lillian's gonna need about 10 minutes of your time for her presentation, so if you want to, if you need to go ahead and step up.
Oh, no, it's
Questions at Tom? Thank you. Lily, you want to introduce yourself, talk about youth council?
My name's Lily. I'm part of the youth council. Last time, we just talked about city updates, and then we volunteered at the Humane Society and got to see kittens and dogs. And then we toured the Parks Department and parks.
Questions?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Marcia?
Nothing?
Rosie?
Nothing.
A couple things for, you know what, you're gonna be here in a moment at the next meeting, so I'll just wait and we can talk about it at the next meeting.
Okay.
I got nothing for right now.
All right.
Okay, anything, no press here? Anything from the audience? Okay, with that, we will call the meeting adjourned. Thank you.